Good evening, everyone. My name is Alex Smith, and welcome to the presentation for my website, Build Your Own Gaming PC. The purpose of this website is to introduce the user to the main lesson, which is building your own gaming PC. The overall lesson is broken up into three parts, as you can see at the top: the parts, the purchase, and the build. But the overall purpose of the way I've designed this is I want the user to go to the main page and then scroll down and be kind of introduced to the idea a little bit at a time, just to kind of make it fun and interesting. For the visual design of the website, I wanted to go with something a little bit kind of cool and something related directly to the lesson itself. So in this case, I went with a dark gray theme with the signature orange and white, orange and gray color set. And then I used a lot of different images of PC parts and PC builds and things like that to sort of keep the viewer interested in the idea and keep their mind focused on the main lesson itself. So as you scroll down to the website, we're introduced to the very first break, as I call it, which in this case is signified by the little logo that I use here, as well as throughout the lessons and the infographic as well. I have my little statement here and kind of introducing the user to the idea of what kind of lesson they're jumping into. So as you continue to scroll down, the image changes in the background and continues to reinforce the idea of what is involved in the lesson itself, which in this case obviously is building a gaming PC. So one of the main things with the idea of building your own gaming PC is that it's a very intimidating concept to many people. So I put a little statement in here, kind of inject a little bit of humor into the website itself, and then just a little statement regarding building your own computer and the difficulty involved with it. Just sort of, ease people's minds and make them feel more comfortable with the idea of what the lesson is all about. So as we continue to scroll down, we're introduced to the third break, which in this case is reasons to build your own gaming PC. So some of you might recognize this from my infographic, and I felt like this was the best place to put it. It lists reasons for why the user should choose PC and why they should build their own PC. It's got colorful icons and some information to just kind of help them understand what the lesson's all about and why I think they should take this jump and try to build their own gaming PC. So continuing on, the background changes once again. We're introduced to the actual lesson plan itself. So in this case here, it starts with, so are you ready to get started? All you need is a computer or a smartphone so you can watch the lesson videos and then use the accompanying information to apply what you've learned. So I have links to each lesson here showing the user which one goes first, the parts, the purchase, and then finally the build. So I introduce the actual lesson itself, and the user can begin from here or from the top menu right here. But as I've included at the bottom, I put a little quiz here, which I've included from the previous assignment, just as a way to kind of make the user feel more involved in the lesson that they are about to take part of. Alright, so jumping right into the first lesson, the parts. It has its own splash screen, and then you scroll down. The same orange and white, orange and gray color scheme is shown as you can see here. And the lesson itself is placed in an embedded video at the top. So the user is supposed to click on the video to start it and then refer to the image at the bottom as a reference to the content they actually view within the video itself, which in this case is computer parts, such as the case, motherboard, and power supply. Once the user is finished with this lesson, they can click up here at the top and click the next lesson, the purchase. Again, it has its own header image. You scroll down, and it's introduced exactly the same way. It has an embedded YouTube video. When you click play on here, it begins the video itself at the correct timestamp for that video. Scrolling down, I introduce the parts here within the lesson regarding the minimum, or rather recommended system requirements for Black Ops 4, and then some links for websites they can use to go and research the parts they need for their computer. And finally, the last lesson, the build. Has its own splash screen. We scroll down, same format as before. The video is embedded here, and when you click play, it goes to the correct portion of the lesson. Scrolling down, we're introduced to the actual build itself. I did not want to build a new computer for this entire lesson, but I did take pictures from an old build and splice them together with descriptions to show the user what the build would entail. And there you have it. There's my website. Thank you for watching.